I'm gonna write a show for us and put it on right here in Seaport. Why, it'll be the most up-to-date thing these hicks around here have ever seen.
Welcome to our first show.
Welcome to the first Primetime Live.
It's exciting, but it's also a little scary.
To inaugurate our program, we bring you an eclipse of the moon.
It's different, exciting, and we hope even unique.
We'll ask some questions.
Flavor and feel.
Real life.
There.
The problem is what to leave out.
Well, now it's our turn. A new show, a new set, and a set of old anxieties. Sure, hope springs eternal, but so does fear. And if you look back on how many of our colleagues did on their maiden voyages, you can understand that, as Dr. Ruth might put it, first times can be awkward.
Surf's up!
We're not just talking about the little things that can sometimes go wrong.
My co-anchor, Roland Smith.
Like forgetting the name of your co-anchor.
That's Rollin.
Welcome to All-Star Bridge.
And we're not just talking about concepts that were a bit ahead of their time.
We're in the midst of another tight match for the big $10,000 prize.
A pass, one heart, one spade.
2 diamonds.
Maybe this bridge show would have worked fine if they'd only had slow-mo instant replay.
4 hearts. Pass.
Pass.
No, we're talking about hitting the wall at 200 miles an hour.
It's time to turn on.
You are looking at the Titanic of ABC's primetime history. This is the never-aired second episode of Turn On.
She said it was wonderful, and she thanked me for the big one.
The network canceled the show after the first episode. But according to the show's creator, the head of one affiliate couldn't wait that long.
He went on the air during the first telecast of Turn On himself and said, the remainder of this program will not be seen this evening or ever.
How can you tell when a debut is not going well? Sometimes it's easy. Really, really easy.
Poonah, welcome. Tell us, what has surprised you most about this country?
I never can hear well. Excuse me, can I say?
Poonah, I understand that you cannot hear very well. You are in Detroit. Can you hear us when we ask, do you get homesick? Do you get homesick? Do you miss China?
Tommy?
It became apparent that, first of all, there were technical problems. Andrea could not hear Poonah. But then it began to dawn us that there were bigger problems. Poonah did not speak English, or if she did, she had forgotten it all at that moment.
Here.
Friends were on the floor laughing. It was just one of those moments in television that you never want to be part of.
And here is one of ABC News' great unsolved mysteries. Who was responsible for this?
I'm Hayes. And I'm Hughes. And Robert Hughes is not exactly a household name, Hughes.
For its first broadcast, 2020 hired 2 prominent literary men, author and art critic Robert Hughes and editor Harold Hayes.
Imagine living and dying to become a hamburger. Well, as we said, Hayes, another wayward week.
See you next Tuesday.
Courage. We're all in it together.
Nope.
I'm Hugh Dowd. I'm here starting tonight to host 2020.
1 week later, it was as if that first broadcast had never happened. With its new host, 2020 began a long, successful run. And as for the debut episode, Roone Arledge, ABC News president then and now, insists he was being held captive by armed agents of a rival network. We believe it.
From ABC News in New York.
In its first days, the emphasis of ABC's Primetime Live was live, even if nothing was happening.
We were going to, I guess, get another medical bulletin on an elegant invalid you heard
Yep,
about.
no doubt. It's a live picture of a tree. This sort of thing led to this tribute on Saturday Night Live.
Now let's check in to the Missouri State Senate, where tomorrow they'll be voting on a bill that would severely restrict abortion rights. There it is. There it is, live.
That's going to be a crowded room tomorrow, Sam.
But one show business giant showed all of us how to handle a debut debacle with real class.
Jackie Gleason!
Back in 1961, Gleason hosted the premiere of a new game show where the panel had to guess what picture they were in. It was not a success.
Would I attract any attention with the way I look?
The next week, Gleason showed up all alone on a bare stage with a half-hour-long apology.
Last week we did a show called You're in the Picture. That laid, without a doubt, the biggest bomb.
Looking back across the decades, Gleason's partner, Jack Philbin, has some advice for the current generation of broadcasters.
If you do make a mistake, don't be afraid to let the people know, because the people are with you. They like you. Otherwise, they wouldn't be watching in the first place. As long as you're honest with them, you can do no wrong.
Oh, that's good coffee.
So if next week you see Forrest Sawyer all alone on a bare set, looking plaintively out at you, you'll know he learned from the master.